When it comes to serious matters, we talk about only matters that are serious, But then, you remember that we had introduced some music to it so that it will not be too, we won't be, we're not going to be too hard on ourselves. Okay, thank you very much for joining us once again. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. And then we want to look at a number of things, but first of all, let's look at this issue with our former president, the statement he made saying that he made a mistake picking his number 2 in the 1999 election, and he has been under fire. He has been under fire from the PDP. 48 hours they are going to release. They are going to push so many things out of the box, and I think I'll be more interested in knowing what is inside the box. Because this same man had said a lot of things about his number. You understand? He had said a lot of things. I remember vividly, one of the things he said is that Atiku Abubakar is not trustworthy, and Atiku Abubakar is greedy, that Atiku Abubakar, the money that man had stolen, the money he stole, that the money is enough to feed, I think about 400 million Nigerians, is enough to feed 400 million Nigerians for 40 years. Those are series of statements that he had made, and so I don't know why it is now becoming an issue that he is making a similar statement, because he's still saying the same thing. However, one is wondering if Baba Obasanjo has not forgiven Atiku. Remember, in the last runoff in 2015, and then also in 2018, I remember that Atiku went to see, especially I think in 2018, Atiku went to see Obasanjo, say hello to him, and some of the photographs that we saw then were indicated that okay, all is well with them and with their relationship. But then Baba Obasanjo has been careful in putting his hat in the ring for Atiku to become president of Nigeria. However, he said he has forgiven him and all of that. But then let's look at this very quickly. Let's see what Baba was trying to say and what he meant really. Because like I said, I'll be interested in what the PDP wants to push out. I'll be interested in that. And when we look at things all together, I have always known that 2023 election is a very sensitive one. It's one that is very, very key to determining, where Nigeria is heading to as a nation. Considering all that is happening around us today. And, we're still looking at all the aspirants and all of that. We have Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is on the APC platform. And we have Atiku Abubakar again coming up in the PDP. But then we have Peter Obi in Labour Party. He seemingly looks like the only person who seemed to be getting the nod, top notch, or nodding of the positive nod of majority, especially the youths. And when you see the energy the youths are putting into getting their PVCs today, wow! If sincerely speaking, if we all put that same energy into voting, sincerely speaking, we're going to change this nation. We're going to use that PVC as our power to change this nation. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo on Saturday said he made 2 mistakes. He made 2 mistakes. Of course, the Yorubas have a saying that it is the horse in front that the one behind watches to sprint. You understand? So if the one in front gallops into a pit, then the one behind slows down so that he doesn't fall into the same pit with the person. And so let's look at what Baba Obasanjo, former president Olusegun Obasanjo, was trying to say. He said he made 2 mistakes, which included the choice of his number 2 head of the 1999 presidential election. Obasanjo said the second mistake was his refusal to accept an asylum when he was told that the late head of state, Sani Abacha, wanted to arrest him. The action he said could have led to his death. Now, Obasanjo became democratically elected president in 1999, while the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic in the 2023 election, Atiku Abubakar, was his vice president. Obasanjo, who did not mention Atiku in his statement, said it was a mistake he made in good faith but was saved by God. The former president spoke on his life and achievement both as a military head of state and a civilian president. Obasanjo stated this while answering questions posed by students from selected schools, secondary schools that participated in the finals of the National Exhibition and Award organized by students for the advancement of global entrepreneurship. The event held at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library in Abeokuta, Ogun State, featured presentation and exhibitions of some products made by students of the participating schools. Now, the former president, while interacting with a student during a question and answer session, said he had made mistakes in life, which he could describe as genuine mistake in his life, but God made him to overcome. God made him to overcome. He said, one of the mistakes I made was picking my number 2 when I wanted to become the president. But because it was a genuine mistake, like he meant good. That's what he meant. He meant good when he was taking that decision. However, God saved him. God saved him. He said the second one was when Abacha wanted to arrest me. When he wanted to arrest me, I was told by the American ambassador that they would arrest me, and that America had asked that I should be given an asylum. I said no, it could have been a mistake because I could have lost my life. But God saved him. He said, I will say there are many things that could have been a mistake, but God saved me from them all. So while speaking on opportunities for the youth to take over the mountain, anyway, let's leave that alone. The focus now is the mistake of making the wrong choice. Are you saying, are we to now conclude that Atiku is not even a candidate, is not supposed to be a candidate for the presidency? Because if we Nigerians take our decision as against these lights that have been thrown on our path by these elders, yes, he has been president, he has nothing to lose again. Baba Obasanjo is not going to become president again, and so I see no reason why he will want to do anything that will jeopardize, the stability of our nation. Considering the fact that we are on the precipice, a lot of things are happening. A lot of killings here and there. Dastard acts that are being committed in different parts of the country. It's sad. It's sad. I saw in the news of a bus conductor being lynched by herdsmen in Lagos, Badagry. This is sad. So it's not an issue of it's just happening in the north. They are bringing in this way, and nobody is saying anything about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. I thought ranches were talked about. Okay, we'll talk about that in another section because I have another video for that anyway. But then let's look at Baba Obasanjo. He said we did not too young to run campaign, and you can see that those that are contesting now are between 70 and 80 years old. How can the youth run? He added another thing exhibiting youth from running is the amount of money involved in going into politics. I hope that things should not continue like this. I was 39 years old when I became the military head of state. 20 years after, I came back as a civilian president. But those there now do not want to allow the youths. If things continue like this, I do not know how you can come in. He advised them not to see their own religion as superior to the other person's religion, and then he went on and on and on like that. Like I said, the platform is open for you to drop your comments. Make them simple and civil, and let's react. Let's make our reaction, do our reactions towards this assertion by former President Olusegun Obasanjo with respect to choosing his number 2. I also feel that he's also passing a message to the current aspirants too. We also have in the news that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is presently jetted out of the country yesterday to France, is saying that he has not gotten. He's still in the search for his number 2. despite the fact that we already heard that he already chose Masari, who is a Muslim. And that has become an issue at the moment where Christians are saying no to Muslim tickets. That is to say that even if they were to consider Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be president, but on the ground that he's choosing, a Muslim as his running mate, then he's forfeited it. That's the implication. That's the implication. So let's juggle words together. Let's see what Baba is trying to say on top about this particular matter. And let's see, is he still saying that Atiku is not a good person? Is it not possible that he had changed, you know? There are insinuations that Atiku does not even live in Nigeria. He lives in Dubai. It is only when election comes that he shows up in Nigeria. And that's not a very good omen. That's not a good one. He doesn't live in Nigeria. They spend most of their time outside the country. They spend most of their time in their luxury houses outside the country. And so when it is election time, they show up in the country. And so those of us who live in Nigeria can decide to just be there and nothing is happening for you. And so I feel that as I round up on this particular show, it's important that we make our choices very well. We make our choices very, very well. Make our choices very well. Be very careful. We must be very careful in choosing who to lead us in the new year. And I think we should do away with old people in leadership. And when we talk about young people, even if we have somebody who is 50, who is 50 something, who is 60, it's still not bad. Not 70, 80. I don't think it's good. There is this saying in Yoruba, in the Yoruba land, to marry an elderly woman, an old woman, is actually going to buy the woman's coffin. In fact, that is what you are actually signing in for. Because the woman is actually old, and all things being equal, there are insinuations that she's going to pass on before you. So you are just going to buy the person's coffin. And so I don't think that make it simple and civil. Let's hear your point as touching this particular matter, because even though he did not mention the name of Atiku, but of course Atiku Abubakar was his name, and he has been he had made a lot of statements. How in summary, he's been trying to say that look, Atiku is not trustworthy. He cannot be trusted with leadership. He cannot be, oh come on. Well, let's look, as you drop a comment, let's also wait and look out for what the PDP has to say, because I'm sure the man might not see anything. And so if he doesn't say anything, let's see what the PDP also has to push out. What are they hiding? I think we are also interested in that, right? And so we are praying that Baba will not say anything, so that they will push out what they have in there, what they are hiding. I hope you know what I'm talking about. So let's look at it. Let's see how things roll. Please do drop your comment. Make your comment simple and civil. And also, please do share our videos with others. We'll appreciate you. Please do like our videos as well. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, I'll bring you updates.